Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to NickTube, and welcome back to our Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series. So the character I've created for today's video is known as Gus The Giganotosaurus. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this name, but that's what I read online and that's what it said, so we're going with that. And in this video, we're going to go through this character's backstory, gameplay mechanics, and all that good stuff as well. But before we do any of that, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe to NickTube, as it helps out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. But alrighty, with that all out of the way, let's get into the story. So previously in our Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series, we've been looking into one of the many different pizzerias that belong to Fazbear Entertainment. And the establishment we're looking into is known as the Friendly Fossil Pizzeria. This was once a dinosaur-themed restaurant with a whole cast of dino animatronics. And the first character we met was Albert the Allosaurus. Albert was a happy-go-lucky character who was quite popular amongst all the guests. But that all changed quickly after the mysterious incident that took place. Ever since then, Albert hasn't been the same. Most of his sharp metal endoskeleton was revealed and would cause harm to the night guard if he got close enough to them. Throughout the night they managed to keep him out of the security office and stay safe. And now our night guard has another animatronic character they need to deal with. But before they encounter this new horrible dinosaur, let's first meet them before everything went terribly wrong. So this character is known as Gus the Giganotosaurus. Just like the larger-than-life dinosaur itself, Gus was one large animatronic. His blue, hulking body is held up by some heavy-duty equipment. Gus's endoskeleton has multiple reinforced joints and a sturdy, strong frame. Due to his large size, his movements are quite limited. He can walk around on his own, but he'll do so quite slowly with each heavy footstep. As Gus moves forward, he needs to be careful not to trip and fall. If he were to fall over onto the ground, all that excess weight from his large body could cause some serious damage. Most of the time, Gus has workers close by to help him stay upright and stable. But when they aren't there, they can install a special support strut to keep him from falling over. So Gus was known around the pizzeria as quite the friendly giant. Although he was large and imposing, Gus never acted out of character. He was always a humble and friendly animatronic that just went with the flow. The guests always liked getting up close to see him, but some of the younger guests would often get scared. So Gus wasn't a part of the Funky Fossil band with all the other characters. Instead, he had an attraction of his very own at the pizzeria. And the name of this attraction was simply known as Fossil Finder. The Fossil Finder room is a sectioned off area where guests can take part in a fun activity. In this room, there would be a large foam pit filled with multiple different surprises. Guests would need to search around through the foam and find their very own fossil that they can take home. These fossils are made of plastic and there's multiple different fossils to collect. And whilst this fun activity is happening, Gus would always be keeping watch. There's a place where he can stand and keep an eye on everyone in the pit. He has special sensors that can detect movement and also determine if anyone is hurt or injured. If such an unfortunate thing were to happen, a worker would be notified immediately. But this rarely happens, and everyone is kept safe thanks to Gus. So it's safe to say that Gus is a well-valued character here at the Friendly Fossil Pizzeria. But somewhere along the line, this friendly giant became something quite the opposite. After what happened to Gus, he was never the same. So one night he was left alone in the Fossil Finder room. It was a quiet night as usual after hours at the pizzeria. All was silent and still. That was until Gus's movement sensor suddenly went off. For some strange reason, he could sense that someone or something was inside the foam pit. He tried to notify the workers, but they all went home for the night. The night guard was in the security office, but they never heard the safety notification. So, with no other option, Gus leant forward towards the pit. He looked closely to see if there was anyone there, but as close as he looked, there was still no one in the pit. If that was true, then why was his sensor When the workers found Gus the next day, they couldn't believe their eyes. What on earth happened to him? His animatronic body has been completely ruined. Gus is now a mess of twisted wires and metal. For his safety and the safety of everyone else, the workers decided to keep him stored away in the fossil finder room. They couldn't use the foam pit at the moment anyway, due to there being sharp metal and plastic parts littered all throughout. And just like Albert, they need to wait until these characters can get repaired. They also need to find out what's going on and who's responsible for all this damage and chaos. The night guard has been instructed to keep an eye on the cameras at all times and look out for any suspicious characters. So throughout the night, that's exactly what they'll do. But Gus will start to make his way towards the security office before they know it. And it's up to the night guard to stay safe and keep Gus away. So Gus will start moving at around 1 or 2 AM, and his starting position would be inside the fossil finder room. Most times he'll appear at the right side door. As soon as the player sees him, they'll need to close the door immediately. But it won't take long for him to walk away and return to his starting position. Sometimes when Gus is walking towards the security office, his heavy footsteps can make the ground vibrate. And these vibrations will cause the security cameras to distort and disconnect. But when Gus moves further away, the camera footage will return back to normal. So the player needs to keep an eye out for Gus and do the best they can to keep him at bay, because if they don't, then they'll be greeted with a classic FNAF jump scare. So I think that Gus would be a great character to have in the Friendly Fossil Pizzeria. His large body and special abilities will add to the overall challenge for surviving the night, and with his footsteps distorting the cameras, this would also make it hard to keep track of any of the other characters as well. But if they do their best to avoid Gus, then surely they'll make it out of here alive. Alrighty everyone, well that's all we have for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing, as it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. As always, do be sure to comment down below what you thought of Gus the Giganotosaurus down below in the comment section as well. And lastly, I just want to say a very big thank you to everyone who helped support the new channel and came over and subscribed as well. It means the world to me, and all your support and all your nice messages, comments, and likes really, helped out with the new launch of the channel, and I really appreciate it as well. It means the world to me, and I'm glad to see you all here on the channel, and I'm excited to get into all the new character concepts I've got planned, and I can't wait for you all to watch them as well. But alrighty everyone, that's all from me today, and until the next character concept video, I'll catch you later. Bye.